Today I'm going to be looking at a zipper pull pack. My daughter has a coat, a secondhand coat, on which the zipper pull had broken. The zipper still works beautifully, the zipper slider still works beautifully, but the pull broke off. And we had gotten her another zipper pull, which broke immediately, and it was just with one that you clipped on. And so I bought then a couple of zipper repair packs. So this one that we're looking at today is only pulls, no sliders. Most zipper packs out there, zipper repair kits, either include sliders and pulls, or sliders, pulls, and the zipper itself, or various stops, etc. So I didn't need any of that. I got a couple of kits, but I didn't need all of that other stuff. I just needed a pull. That was it, just a pull. And by the way, if you go out there and you try to find on YouTube how to repair a zipper, if you look up zipper pull, a lot of them will say, hey, zipper pull repair, but they're all about the sliders. And here, I want to show you. My problem is, again, I didn't want to replace the slider. I wanted a quick fix. And the other quick fixes out there on YouTube, if they weren't for the slider, they were like, oh, well, put a paper clip in there or use a key ring. Okay, so here's the slider, and you would slide that onto your zipper and fix that. I didn't have that problem. And, you know, I was like, oh, gee, I would never have thought to, here's my sarcasm, right? Oh, gee, I never would have thought to use a key ring or a paper clip for my zipper pull. Duh. Except that the zipper pull I had, the zipper slider, let's see if I can show you one. The zipper slider that I had was not large enough to allow any key ring that we had on hand or even paper clip to slide through there. Although, to be honest, I am a little hesitant about paper clips because my daughter is 6 years old. She's very active, and I don't really want to introduce the possibility of damage there. The hole was also too small to allow for, say, a shoestring to go in there, or a ribbon. So this type of zipper pull, you can see, is just kind of bent over, and you can just slide things. You've got a little hook there, and you can pry it open. The one that she has has a locking mechanism inside, and so the actual room for zipper pull to fit in is tiny. Again, I could not fit paper clips in there. I could fit a tiny paper clip in there, but then that's not going to hold up any better with my very active 6-year-old daughter. So I got these, and they are marketed as being for handbags, bags, coats, jackets, whatever. So I wanted to review them. They ended up being too large, actually, because I could not see how large they were. They ended up being too large, so had to resort to other measures. But anyway, we're looking at this, right? So this is very easy. They do not come with instructions, so I wanted to go over this. So you've got this zipper pull, and you basically just take a pair of pliers and very gently pry this loose. And it's gonna, you know, you're probably gonna be a little paranoid about breaking it. But I did not have any issues. I was very paranoid about that. I truly was. And now I'm not going to be able to do it in front of the video, apparently. There we go. So you just kind of pull on that until it comes free. Okay? And then what you can do is slide this part through your slider, through the hole in your slider. And then you just pop this part back onto the pin and pop it back together, and you can use the force of your hand to do it pretty easily, or you can use your pliers to tighten it again a bit as well. And that's it. It's really super easy. So if you've got a large enough hole in your zipper slider, you can fix this really easily. So this is a really good set. I'm not really sure if it's metal or just plastic that's coated to look like metal. I suspect the latter, even though I believe the listing says metal. But either way, I mean, it's 16 zipper pulls, and it was not very expensive at all. And I suspect that this is going to last us for a very long time. There is one in here that I have not yet been able to figure out. So you do have a few sliders that they threw in, which is nice, because sometimes it will be a slider that's an issue. And as you can see, these are definitely large enough for the pull to fit through. That won't be a problem at all. There was one little pull here that looks like this. It's just got a wire. I have not yet figured out how to use this one, so if you do know how to use it, please feel free to tell me in the comments. I tried to pry it loose as well using needle nose, and I kind of pulled the spring out. I cannot get this camera to focus on it, but it kind of pulled the spring out here, so I've kind of distended it. So I've probably ruined this or weakened it at the very least. But again, for just a few dollars that this pack was, it is very handy. We have a lot of older suitcases, and so I expect that they will come in handy for that. And then again, second-hand coats, you know, my kids, they have a lot of older cousins, and so we can get hand-me-downs pretty easily, and so sometimes they just need minor repairs here and there, and rather than get a whole brand new coat or even an entire zipper, sometimes you just have to get a new pull. And that was our resolution. So definitely worth a few bucks, but you may want to make sure what kind of opening you have on your zipper slider if you're just getting a pull.